Oh, that sun is bright. And it feels amazing. I had no idea how fun challenges could be when I give myself permission to do it my way instead of the need to do it right. Whatever right even means. Like, man, I keep catching myself, realizing these old patterns and processes that I have been living for my whole life. I had no idea that I was a perfectionist and a control freak and a people pleaser, and like some of these things I'm just like, oh my gosh, I thought I was just a good person. I'm just helping other people out, and I just have really high standards, okay? Just really high standards. Bless my cute little heart. You don't know what you don't know until you know it. And so essentially, I was innocent living that way. But the first 16 days of 78 Slow has just been so healing, because just the name alone is like, yo, go slow. Like, you don't have to be an overachiever. You don't have to get all the gold stars right away. You don't have to get a straight A. You don't have to be the teacher's pet. You don't have to be anybody's friend if you don't want to. You are just doing this for you. And of course, I'm sharing it because that's part of my journey, is learning to feel safe sharing my voice. I had a dream last night, and this is a common dream that I have, where there's chaos, and I know how to fix it. I can see how to fix it, and I'm trying to help everybody, and my voice won't work. It's hoarse, or I open my mouth and nothing comes out, or my teeth are falling out, or I smoked for like 6 months in college, cigarettes, and there's still sometimes cigarette tobacco just like loose in my mouth, and I'm trying to get it out, but it's so dry. This is very much a common dream that I have had my whole life. And now that I've been learning about dream decoding, Brittany does a fantastic job in the Sacred Intuition Society, by the way, or book a session with her, because she's just amazing. But these dreams are all about me not feeling like I'm heard. And so this is my choice. This is my medicine, and this is my gift to myself. And I hope that other people receive and glean beautiful insights and wisdom and inspiration from these, but really this is for me. This is my medicine. But like I teach all of my clients, your mess is your message. And the medicine that you so desperately desire is the medicine that you end up sharing with the world. So here I am sharing my medicine, and I can't even see it, so bright. And I just want to sit here and like, yes, oh my gosh. It has been such a gray year. This first year, this is like the second day the sun has come out this year. So these awarenesses of being a perfectionist and the challenge of 78 Slow, to just go slow, be chill about it. And then even starting the 30-day reset with I'm just gonna go slow. I'm gonna do it my way. And I had no idea that it could be so easy. And I almost feel like an idiot. Like this was an ID10T problem. ID10, which is another IOT, idiot problem. ID10T problem. that I've been trying so hard. I have been working so hard. And I know that a lot of it comes from conditioning, right? And ancestors. And there's a part of me that feels like, well, I have to work hard. I have to earn my success. I got to prove that I'm worthy. Which is so messed up. And it's the way that our parents were raised, and it's the way that their parents lived. You know, my grandparents lived through the Depression and went to war. Life was hard, and they had to work hard. They didn't have all the conveniences that we have. And it feels like there's a little part of me that feels like being successful easily feels like, oh, there's so much. Let's see if we can just start to unpack this a moment. It feels unfair. You know, I watched my parents work so hard, and I watched my grandparents work so hard, and it's, can I really just make this much money by being me, doing what I love? And the answer is yes, abso-fucking-lutely. The society, the world that we live in, the technology that we have, makes it so easy. Simple, I should say, simple. It's not necessarily easy, but it's simple. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to, blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, there's obviously tears, and I love me a good sweat sash. But I don't want to have to bleed for my success, And sometimes that happens too. That's just a part of life, but it doesn't have to always be that way. And I have found over just the course of the really it started last year when I just chose Jenny and was like, I'm gonna do things my way. I just wanted to choose Jenny and what feels good to Jenny, what feels fun to Jenny, what lights Jenny up. In my gene keys, in my pearl sequence, if you're familiar with gene keys, the pearl sequence is like how you make money in the world, how abundance and prosperity, how it shows up for you. I don't remember which one it is. I can see it right there. In my mind, it's right there. See the whole thing right there. But my gene key is the shadow is seriousness. Wah, wah, wah. Serious people have a serious problem. They really need to lighten up. And that's what enlightenment is anyway, right? It's like in the word, enlightenment. We are meant to energetically lighten up. So when I'm serious, when I'm being too serious, especially in my business, because that's, the sequence that it's in is in the career sequence or the pearl sequence. I'm not doing very good. The gift is delight. And the city is ecstasy. And this is like the gene key of like literally how you make your money. And when I learned that, I was like, oh my gosh, Jenny, I've been trying way too damn hard and working way too damn hard and being way too serious because I gotta be a businesswoman, and a businesswoman is very serious. A businesswoman doesn't wear a tie-dye hoodie and sit on her front porch and take a selfie of herself. But this one does, because that's Jenny. And not everyone's gonna like Jenny, and that's okay. I like me, and that's my only job. So the prayer today is this opportunity, invitation, whatever word you fancy, to do things your way. What is the insert name way? The Jenny way is to play, to be silly, to be goofy. And it's so interesting because I am in a field where people take this work very seriously. You know, enlightenment, spiritual healing, healing in general. Oh my gosh, I gotta be so serious. And I gotta fix myself. I gotta fix myself. I gotta fix myself. I gotta be better. I gotta be better. Do better. Do better. Be better. Ah! And sometimes I feel maybe a little sacrilegious or inappropriate, but it's my zone of genius. And if you look at the tarot, the Fool you have to be able to have this innocent, excited nature. Actually, the idea, Deadpool versus Wolverine, when he said it was an educated wish. You know, just these playful ways of doing things. You know, I teach pranayama and I talk about ocean breath. Oh God, I can't remember the Sanskrit name now because, you know, I want to be like super fancy and cool with the Sanskrit name. But ocean breathing, I would teach as Darth Vader breath. But through the nose. You know, and then there's other Skandasana, Spider-Woman pose or Spider-Man pose or this, you know, I make up funny things and little games to play that, you know, like it's important to also exercise this muscle too. Like turn the smile up. It's okay to smile. You don't have to be so serious and relax this muscle here. You know, like lighten up, yo. You only live once if you don't believe in reincarnation. Thank God I do. Oh, man. But do things your way and trust that it's good enough because you're good enough. And I think this might be my tagline because I keep on saying it. And I think I want to share a little bit where that came from. I was doing some inner child work, parts work, if you're familiar, last year. And I was really wanting to tap into my inner artist and just play. I had bought some watercolor pens and some new colored pencils, and I went to the store and I bought some very fancy, nice watercolor paper and sheets and books to color in. And I came home and I was like, I let little Jenny do the shopping. You know, it was just this super healing moment for her to just be and play and express herself. And I sit down and I have this thought. Ooh, maybe I should practice on some printer paper first so I don't mess up this nice paper. And I felt my little inner child just wilt. And I had a moment of experiencing this wilting and knowing that that's a very familiar feeling that I have felt in my life of, and if you can't do it right, why even try? And I don't even know where that came from. That I'm still unpacking that one. And so I said, you know what? F this, because I'm like still little Jenny, and little Jenny doesn't swear, but older Jenny does. And so we filtered it. I'm going to draw whatever I want. And I opened up the first page and little Jenny wanted to write her name in big, beautiful block letters. And we made it big and we made it messy and it was fun. And I had this inner voice say to me that whatever you do is good enough because you are good enough. And that has really stuck with me over the last year. And I obviously keep saying it, so it's my medicine. And I'm just sharing it with you. My message. But whatever you do, whatever you are is enough. And because you are enough, whatever you do, however you show up is enough. And let that be enough. And do it your way. Man, F the rules. Here we go. We're going to be little Jenny again. Just F the rules. Color outside the lines. Eat dessert first. Wear mixed matching socks. Wear mismatching earrings. Wear mismatching prints. Like, you can't mix florals and stripes. Who's going to arrest you? Like, do it. there's a lot of times I let little Jenny dress myself. And I'm usually pretty pleased with what she comes up with, or do my makeup sometimes, or hair. I love to it's one of my ways of healing my inner child, is giving her more freedom that she didn't know she didn't have as a child, because she was so trying to do right by Jesus. I didn't want to be a sinner. I didn't want to go to hell. I got to do her right. Choose the right, choose the right, choose the right. And the right was living by all of society's rules. It just doesn't make sense. So I'm effing the rules, and I'm effing the society, and I'm saying I'm my own society, and I choose my own rules, and I'm doing it my way. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. You don't have to join. But if you're here for it, if you're on this Jenny train with me, then join me. Don't just listen. Don't just watch. Do the thing I'm inviting you to do, and let me know how it goes. And this is kind of like rejection therapy, right? What would happen if you wore that weird thing to work? What's the worst thing that would happen? Someone would make an offhanded comment and you would be like, thanks. I mean, professionally, just you wouldn't, but energetically, you tell them thanks and smile, like, oh, thanks for your opinion. I didn't ask for, whatever you want. But like, really, what's the worst thing that would happen? Like, maybe go there. Maybe in your mind, play out the worst case scenario. And if you can live with that, go for it, And is the worst case scenario even true? Can you even know that it is true? This is some Byron Katie stuff, by the way. Love thework.com. Byron Katie. Okay, this has gone on long enough now. But I am just really feeling this message coming through really loud. And I feel like I've been kind of reiterating it in different ways over the last couple of days. But it's what I'm going through. And it's what I committed to sharing, was daily intuition. And this is what my intuition is guiding me to right now, personally, in my own personal journey. And I hope it helps you too. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.